Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're searching for a way to make a real difference this summer, well, becoming a lifeguard in Vermont could be an absolutely perfect fit. So we're going to walk you through everything you need to know to get certified.
Okay, let me ask you something. Are you kind of tired of the same old summer jobs? Are you looking for something with a little more meaning than just a paycheck? You know, a role with real responsibility, maybe a little excitement, and a true sense of purpose.
Well, lifeguarding is the real deal. This is a job where you gain critical life-saving skills that you'll have for the rest of your life. And yeah, the pay is competitive, but it's so much more. You're building a resume that screams responsibility and calmness under pressure. And most importantly, you're there protecting your community.
All right, first up, let's talk about the opportunity here. What does getting certified actually mean for you in the Green Mountain State?
Seriously, think of this certification as your golden ticket, your passport. It's not just for the town pool down the street. It's a state-approved credential that's recognized everywhere. Pools, summer camps, water parks, beaches. It gives you incredible flexibility and a ton of options. Okay, so before you can get to the cool rescue stuff, you've got to prove you've got the basics down. So, are you ready? Let's dive into the prerequisites. First things first, let's talk age. You got to be at least 15 years old. But here's the cool part. You can actually enroll in the class before your 15th birthday, just as long as you hit that big 1-5 by the very last day of the course. All right, on to your first physical challenge, a continuous 300-yard swim. And listen, this is not a race. It's not about being the fastest person in the pool. It's all about endurance, proving you have the stamina to handle a real rescue situation without stopping. For that swim, you'll need to show you're good at 2 specific strokes. First, the front crawl. That's your speed demon stroke for getting to a victim fast. Then there's the breaststroke. That's your workhorse, perfect for endurance and for keeping your head above water so you can scan everything. All right, next up is treading water. But yeah, there's a catch. You have to do it for 2 full minutes. And here's the kicker. No hands. You got to keep those arms out of the water. This is a pure test of your leg strength and endurance, which is absolutely vital for supporting yourself and someone else. And now for the final boss of the prerequisites, the timed brick retrieval. This whole thing is designed to simulate a real rescue. You'll swim out, dive down 10 feet, grab a 10-pound brick, and bring it all the way back. And you have to do it all in under 1 minute and 40 seconds. It's tough for sure, but it proves you've got what it takes. So, you made it through the prerequisites. Awesome! Congrats! Now the real fun begins. Let's pull back the curtain and see what the actual training is all about. You're looking at about 26.5 hours total for the whole course. And this isn't just sitting in a classroom. Nope. It's a great mix of book smarts and a ton of hands-on, in the water practice to make sure you're ready for pretty much anything. You're going to walk away with a whole toolkit of rescue techniques. I'm talking real physical skills here. You'll master different ways to enter the water, learn how to rescue people who are struggling and people who are unconscious, and even practice how to break away if a panicked person grabs onto you. And this is where things get really, really serious. You'll learn exactly how to handle potential head, neck, and spinal injuries. This is some of the most critical training you can get, including how to stabilize someone in the water and use a backboard. These are skills that can literally prevent a lifelong injury. It's that important. And of course, your certification is packed with top-notch training in CPR, using an AED, and First Aid. You'll cover everything for adults, children, and even infants. You'll even learn to use advanced gear like a bag valve mask, all the way to handling emergencies like choking or severe bleeding. Okay, so you've done the hard work, you've mastered the skills, you've got that certificate in your hand. Now what? Let's talk about where this can take you, your career path. So let's talk about the money, because that's important, right? In Vermont, you can expect to start at around $15 an hour. But hey, as you get more experience, that can easily climb up to $21 an hour, maybe even more. It's a job that definitely rewards your skill. And your certification, it's not just for one type of job. It opens doors all over the place. You'll be ready to work for beach patrols, private country clubs, local pools, the YMCA, and of course, our beautiful Vermont state parks. There are openings everywhere. All right, we're on the home stretch. In this last section, let's just rapid fire through some of those practical questions you're probably thinking about right now. Okay, the number one question on pretty much everyone's mind. What's this going to cost me? The standard course tuition is $395. And look, it's best to think of this as an investment, right? An investment in a professional skill that really pays off. Oh, and you should definitely ask about group discounts if you're with a school or another organization.
So once you're certified, are you good for life? How long does it actually last?
You're good to go for 2 full years. After that, you'll just need to hop into a shorter recertification class to brush up on your skills and make sure you're up to date on all the latest safety protocols.
And the best part? You probably don't have to travel far to find a class. They're all over Vermont, from Burlington to Rutland, Killington to St. Johnsbury, and even down in Wilmington and Dover. There's a good chance there's a class right near you. And hey, don't just take my word for it. Listen to what Sarah, a recent grad from Wilmington, had to say. She said the instructors were amazing and that she felt totally prepared because the training was so hands-on and realistic. That's exactly what you want to hear.
So there you have it. That's the entire journey, from that first swim test all the way to a paying job where you are literally a guardian of your community. You've got all the info. The only real question left is this. Once you're trained, once you're certified, who will you save?